Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I wanted to talk about one of the greatest bands of all time, a band that I just can't get enough, and I found out about them a month ago. And the lead man, who is a musical god, every single movie, every single show, everything basically in your life since 1974 has been because of this man. You think Benny Blanco does things? Nah, Danny Elfman does. So Oingo Boingo, okay? Oingo Boingo. Damn, I couldn't speak right there. Oingo Boingo is what we're going to talk about today, which was founded by Richard Elfman, Danny Elfman's brother, who Danny Elfman's basically just know the earliest version of the band was kind of like a street theater troupe that they did a performance with like 15 people and 30 instruments, etc., etc. And the band really took shape and became mainstream successful in the new wave with a heavy influence in ska. That's how I fell in love with this, guys. I saw this was a new wave band with a heavy ska influence. Oh, baby. Basically, that ska and punk influence, Oingo Boingo. Okay, the whole alternate rock stuff, Oingo Boingo. All right, and Danny Elfman's credited for so much. So let's get right into it. I want to hear your thoughts down below. We're going to first talk about Oingo Boingo with Danny Elfman and Danny Elfman's early life. It's probably going to be more about Danny Elfman, but we'll talk about it in a second. Let's just actually go into this and talk first about all the bangers that Oingo Boingo has. Okay, I can't get enough, guys. First off, running on a treadmill, banger. All right, you basically, if you want to get your fill of Oingo Boingo, first, Only a Lad, Little Girls, Weird Science and Dead Man's Party is obviously like the well-known ones, but guys, that's mainstream. We're talking Running on a Treadmill, We Close Our Eyes, all right, Little Girls, Only a Lad, Private Life, This Is My Private Life, This Is My Private Things. So good. Just Another Day, You Really Got Me, Gray Matter, banger, Controller, Wild Sex in the Working Class, Nothing Bad Ever Happens to Me, On the Outside, banger. I'm on the outside now. So good. My singing's terrible. Perfect System, all right. Oh, Violent Love, Gratitude, Pain, all right. Ain't This the Life? Where do all my friends go? Out of Control. We got bangers on bangers in here. I mean, the whole album, Only a Lad, Capitalism, You Really Got Me, What You See, Imposter, Nasty Habits. What would we be without nasty habits? Nasty habits. So good. All right. And what else? Nothing to Fear is such a good album too. Running on a Treadmill, Private Life, Gray Matter. Great songs on that album. So if you haven't listened, also Danny Elfman is Jack Skellington from like Tim Burton, and Tim Burton's like how he got into. So let's go ahead and speak about Danny Elfman. You got your Oingo Boingo here. They were active from 79 to 95. And part of the reason Elfman left, we'll talk about it later, but I guess their highest charting song was Weird Science at 45. Guys, I was supposed to be born in 69 and grown up in like 83 and like in Newport, Huntington or something like that. I don't care what people think. What is it? I love little girls. They make me feel so good. I love little girls. They make me feel so bad. They don't care about my cold exterior. They don't care about my one-way mirror. I can't sing, but like that song, Little Girls, obviously, first off, I'm 95% sure it's satirical, and I didn't know it was controversial. I didn't know people knew about this, and everyone's like, have you seen the music video? It's super creepy, but it's almost funny in a creepy way. Maybe I'm morbid and I'm messed up in the head, and I get it, and everybody else doesn't get it, or I'm just... Oh, no. So, Daniel Robert Elfman is an American film composer, singer, songwriter, and musician. As we said earlier in the aforementioned intro, he was the lead singer and primary songwriter for the new wave band with a ska influence, Oingo Boingo, from 74 till I believe we'll talk about it later when he leaves. But he scored his first studio film in 1985. Danny Elfman has garnered international recognition for composing over 100 featured films, as well as composing for television, stage, and the concert hall. He's frequently worked with Tim Burton, Sam Raimi, Gus Van Sant, contributing music to nearly 20 of Tim Burton's movies, including Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Batman, Edward Scissorhands, and Wednesday, as well as scoring Raimi's Darkman, A Simple Plan, Spider-Man 1 and 2, Meet the Robinsons, and Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness. Van Sant's Academy Award-winning films Good Will Hunting and Milk. He also wrote music for all of Men in Black and 50 Shades of Grey franchise films. The song and score for Henry Selick's animated musical The Nightmare Before Christmas, and the themes for the popular television series Desperate Housewives, which me and my girlfriend freaking love, and I'm about to rewatch it, and The Simpsons. Yes, the theme for The Simpsons. He did that. Among his honors are 4 Oscar nominations, 2 Emmys, a Grammy, 7 Saturn Awards for Best Musical, the 2002 Richard Kirk Award, the 2015 Disney Legend Award, just a bunch of awards. He was born May 29th, 1953 in LA to a Jewish family of Polish and Russian descent. His dad was a teacher and a writer, and he wrote a bunch of books that went on to actually be, one of them was adapted into a film. And the thing with him, he lived to 2017, so kudos to Blossom Elfman, and that's pretty cool. All right, and that's his mom. My apology. His dad's Milton, who was also a teacher, and his brother is actor, musician, journalist, as we said earlier, Richard Elfman. He grew up in Baldwin Hills, so basically went into prominence with Oingo Boingo, and what they did was they blew up with Dead Man's Party after 8 studio albums, and 1985's big hit Dead Man's Party, Weird Science, from the movie of the same name. The band also appeared performing their single Dead Man's Party in the 1986 movie with Roger Dangerfield, Back to School, which has got one of the best movies ever. And Elfman also composed the score of that movie. And with that being said, they continued through with a more guitar-orientated rock sound into the late 80s until 94, and citing permanent hearing damage from performing live and conflicts with his film scoring career, he retired Oingo Boingo in 95 with a series of 5 sold-out concerts at the Universal Amphitheater ending on Halloween night. In 2015, Elfman and Oingo Boingo guitarist Steve Bartek performed Dead Man's Party with an orchestra as an encore to a live-to-film concert of The Nightmare Before Christmas score at the Hollywood Bowl. He actually performed recently at the Hollywood Bowl again. He told the audience the performance was 20 years today of Oingo Boingo's retirement. As fans of Oingo Boingo, Tim Burton and Paul Rubin, RIP, invited Elfman to score his first feature film, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, in 85. And he was initially apprehensive because of his lack of formal training and never having ever scored a studio feature, but Burton accepted his initial demo of the title music with an orchestration assistance from Oingo Boingo guitarist and arranger Steve Bartek. Elfman completed the score to great effect, paying homage to influential film composers Nino Rota and Bernard Herrmann. Elfman described the first time he heard his music played by a full orchestra as one of the most thrilling experiences of his life. He went on to score a bunch of comedies, Back to School, like I said, with Dangerfield, then Beetlejuice, and the Bill Murray film Scrooged. Non-comedy work included the all-synth-core to Emilio Estevez crime drama Wisdom, the big band blues-influenced music for Martin Brest's buddy cop action film Midnight Run. In '89, Elfman's influential Grammy-winning score for Burton's Batman marked a major stylistic shift to dark, dense, orchestrated music in the romantic idiom. This continued in his scores for Warren Beatty's Dick Tracy. Warren Beatty's an absolute dog. Watch his movie Heaven Can Wait. This doesn't relate to this, but it's just a good movie. Sam Raimi's Darkman, Clive Barker's Nightbreed, all released in '90. And with that being said, Edward Scissorhands, Batman Returns, Sleepy Hollow, Big Fish, Alice in Wonderland, or old movies, The Nightmare Before Christmas. He actually provides the singing voice for the main character Jack Skellington, as well as the secondary characters Beryl, the clown with the tearaway face, and others. And he wrote the score and songs for the Corpse Bride, and provided the voice of the characters Bojangles, and the score and songs and Oompa Loompa vocals for Burton's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, all in the same year. So besides Gus Van Sant, Raimi, and Burton, he's worked with Brian De Palma, Peter Jackson, Joss Whedon, Earl Morris, Ang Lee, Richard Donner, Guillermo del Toro. I can never say his first name. David O. Russell, Taylor Hackford, John Emile, Joe Johnston, Barry Sonnenfeld, and so many. Basically, if you sit here, Silver Linings Playbook, don't worry, you won't go far on foot. White Noise, Charlotte's Web, Frank Weenie, Goosebumps, Doolittle, Frightened, Mars Attacks, Dark Shadows, Hulk, Wanted, Hellboys 2. He scored the first Mission Impossible, the Avengers, a bunch of the Marvel, basically half of the Marvel series. He's done DC movies, and he performs as Jack Skellington. This is like absurd. TV show wise, guys, he's done everything. At this point, just go to his Wikipedia page. Now, something has came up. I can't end the video without mentioning this, I guess. She has allegations that came up by people. You can read into them. He argues that it's not true. It's just people wanting money. You can just go ahead and say. Also, and there's some pop culture references that I think are cool. His clown dream from Pee-wee's Adventures is used in GTA 5 and is referenced as opening music for Primus. Family Guy lampooned Elfman's orchestral style, and a scene shows Elfman replacing an incinerated John Williams to conduct a full orchestra playing the score, only to be decapitated by a lifesaver after conducting a few bars of Oompa music. And then season 5 of 14, South Park in 2010 criticized Tim Burton for using the same music in all his musics, referring to Elfman's scores. Elfman produced a Funny or Die clip using horror movie to go with Donald Trump pacing around Hillary Clinton, and he's done Stranger Things stuff. And Christina Aguilera revealed that Elfman's music inspired her Las Vegas concert residency, The Experience. So, yeah, I guess. Yeah, he's won a Grammy. He's never won an Oscar, 2 Emmys, no Golden Globes. Good for him. And yeah, 100 albums, over 100 albums. It's fucking crazy. That's it, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy that. That was a long video, really long one. I don't care what people think. What is it? I love little girls. They make me feel so good. I love little girls. They make me feel so bad. They don't care about my cold exterior. They don't care about my one-way mirror. I can't sing, but like that song, Little Girls, obviously, first off, I'm 95% sure it's satirical, and I didn't know it was controversial. I didn't know people knew about this, and everyone's like, have you seen the music video? It's super creepy, but it's almost funny in a creepy way. Maybe I'm morbid and I'm messed up in the head and I get it, and everybody else doesn't get it, or I'm just, oh no.